recreates, the powerful and the energetic vocals plus stage presence of the Queen of Rock, Tina Turner. Currently showing at the Emperor's Palace Casino, this will run until the 16th of September. South African-born songstress Caroline Borole takes on the role of Tina in the dazzling 2-hour full-scale production, and she joins me now in studio. Very good morning to you, Caroline. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Jeez, we're just having a look at you. I'm like, oh, do we have Tina in the house?
Listen, she's here in full force.
Right. You grew up listening to Tina Turner's music,
I did.
And now you're singing your idol's music in an international tribute show. How does it make you feel?
Well, there's really no words to explain it. It's an incredible feeling. Like you just said, I did grow up listening to her. But in my mind, growing up listening to somebody, you never really think that you'll actually get the opportunity to represent or to play that role. And so when the opportunity came from the creator and producer of the show, John Evan Grinsman of Showtime Australia, I had to grab it with both arms. There was auditions held, and I just thought, this is my opportunity to live my dream, to pursue my dream, and to see if I can actually do the thing that I've been doing just at home in the lounge, kind of holding a bit of a brush comb and just singing for everyone who listened to me as my family.
Don't we all?
That's true.
So at what age did you come into contact with her music?
My dad introduced me to her at a very young age of around 10. I would say. I remember I was very, very young, and he had LPs back in the day. So you bring all these LPs and we just jam. I come from a musical family, everybody sings at home.
Okay.
So we'd all just kind of jam around, her songs and amongst other people's songs. And she was really somebody that stood out for me, because of her type of voice and her energy and just her story as a whole. And so she was really somebody that I resonated with.
Yeah.
So this was like next in line for me to do growing up.
Yeah, and I suppose it's so much work, but then how do you sort of embody Tina Turner, bringing her to life on stage every night?
Well, look, the process of having learned Tina Turner has been just that, a process. You have to really study her. I've watched her concerts, I've watched her interviews, I've learned her mannerisms, the way she speaks, the way her fingers move when she dances, her mouth, the way she mouths the words, and her particular type of voice, because she's got a very distinct rock voice.
Yeah.
And so I've had to study that. Luckily, I do have a raspy voice myself, so it kind of lent itself to the type of way that she sings. But it's just about, putting on the costume and putting on the hair and bringing that all into focus and doing the best that I can to embody her.
And I'm sure you did so much work trying to learn Tina Turner.
I did.
What are some of the things that you didn't know about her that probably stood out for you?
I think, I've always known her story, but I think it was an interesting thing to learn the capacity of the woman that she is to have brought what she's brought, because she literally became famous only after her story with Ike, to the world, that is.
True.
We knew who she was, but she really came into herself 30 years after she had been in the industry. So, that's what I learned, and that's what I knew that I had to embody and bring onto the stage. I didn't want to take what she had come from. I wanted to celebrate her for who she was at that point.
Absolutely.
As Tina.
Have you met her?
Not yet.
Would you like to?
I would, of course. I would love for her to come and watch the show.
Yeah, that would be great. There's a lot that goes into the show. from the makeup, the costumes,
that's right.
The hair, the accessories. Take us through that process.
Oh gosh, it's a full-scale musical production. So there is a lot that goes into. There's lights, there's technical, there's a whole band that's part of the process. These costumes were internationally made for us, yes. Okay. The wigs as well. It's a whole lot that goes into. It's not just kind of going to a shop and buying a bit of a dress. Right, We've had to get people to really get, because these are actually costumes that she wore in her concerts. So we try to make sure that we stay true to the style that she actually portrayed in all of her career, as true as possible.
Yeah. You know what, Carol, opening nights are usually the scariest because you don't know what to expect.
Right.
And the audience doesn't know either what to expect. So how was the show received on Friday?
It was excellent.
Really?
It was incredible, actually. Sure, people really love this woman, and I didn't realize. I thought I was the only one. When you think that you're the only one that loves an icon.
I know.
And to have the masses come out the way they did, and to see the people literally sing the songs from the word go, from the first song right up until the last one, was incredible. It was an incredible feeling. Everyone was up on their feet. It was energetic. Everyone was dancing. Everyone was singing along. It was just a good energy all round. It was beautiful.
As a just briefly, we don't have much time. As a musician yourself, do you have your own music, or do you do covers?
I do
What
do
kind
covers.
of music? Is it similar to Tina Turner's music, or is it something different?
It's eclectic. Let's just say that.
Okay.
It's eclectic.
All right. Caroline, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tina, Simply the Best is, of course, one of the sister productions of The Greatest Love of All show, produced by Showtime Australia, and will be showing at the Emperor's Palace until the 16th of September. It started already, starring Johannesburg-born singer and actress Caroline Borole. This is Morning Live. It is 20 minutes before 7 o'clock. Let's go for coffee.